Welcome to Coffee and Confidence Conversations. This is the space where purpose meets empowerment. I'm here to guide you on a journey to build unshakable confidence, embrace authentic leadership, and ignite the power within you. Each month, we'll sip on meaningful conversations, uncover actionable strategies, and dive deep into the real stories that shape confidence and growth and help you birth with purpose. So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's rise together. One confidence conversation at a time.
Hello. We are back. Welcome to season 2 of Coffee and Confidence Conversations. This is the space where faith, self-trust, and leadership meet. I am Lynnecia Eley, the Confidence Doula. So go on and get your coffee, tea, water, or whatever you've got and get comfortable. Because today we're setting the tone for how we're operating in 2026. We're not performing, we're not proving, and we're definitely not over-explaining ourselves. So, before we get started, I want to ask, what do you think about our new intro song? I love it. It's giving 90s R&B, sultry, silky, inspiration. Let's get into some conversation vibes. I hope you love it too. So before we get started with this episode, let me say this. If you are listening and you've been carrying pressure to show up in a certain way, to sound a certain way, to keep people comfortable while you lead, this episode is for you. This season is for women who want to lead with confidence that feels real, not performed. Now, you might have noticed something. There was no January episode, and that was intentional. January was a sit-down month for me. I needed space to observe 2026 first. Let me see what this year is really on, what it demands, what it tries, what it reveals, because I'm not running into a new year on autopilot, and I don't want that for you either. So here's the truth. When you do not pause, you end up reacting to everything. You start the year responding instead of leading. So I want you to take a breath with me and think about what January showed you. What has 2026 already asked of you? What have you already tolerated that you said you would not tolerate? Where have you caught yourself over-explaining yet again? And listen, January revealed something quick to many of us. Pressure shows up early, and people test your access early. Your calendar started acting like it runs you. And if you don't set your standards early, you will spend the whole year negotiating your peace. This is why February is not about doing more. It's about doing different. It's about making a power shift. So let's talk about what I mean when I say boundaries and standards. Because people love to mix these two up. And then you end up frustrated because you tried to set a boundary with no standard behind it, right? A boundary is what you will do and what you will not do. It protects your time, your energy, your focus, and your values. A standard, on the other hand, is what you require. It guides people how to engage with you, how they approach your time, how they respect your leadership. Boundaries protect you, but your standards guide everybody else. You get what I'm saying? So let me make it plain. A boundary could sound like something like I'm not answering messages after a certain time, or I'm not doing last minute anything. Or maybe you're saying I'm not hopping on a call with no agenda. I'm not committing on the spot. I need 24 hours. That's you protecting your capacity. Now, on the other hand, standards sound like If you want my time, you book it and you come prepared. If you want my support, you bring enough context for me to actually help you. If you want access to me, you respect my role, you respect my expertise, and also my capacity. Standards teach people how to approach you. Now, here's the pivot. And this is where the power shift lives. The power shift is not a vibe. It's a decision. It's that shift from reacting to leading, from proving yourself to owning yourself, right? From performing confident to living in confidence. And this month, February, is the perfect time to do it because it's still early enough to reset. You still have room to course correct, right? You still have room to protect the year you said you wanted, the year you put on your vision board, the goals you aligned. You still have time to reset. And I need you to hear this part without flinching, right? So give me your hand. Let me hold your hand. Some people will not like your boundaries, right? But that is information for you. It's not something you need to debate, not something you need to explain. It's information. Because the moment you stop being endlessly available, the moment you stop over-explaining, the moment you stop saying yes out of guilt, somebody is going to act confused, right? Let them be confused. You're not doing confusion management in 2026. Not your job, not your role, not your position, right? So let's get practical with this because I want you to leave this episode with something you can actually use. I'm going to give you 4 standards to try this month. 4, not 40, so don't get overwhelmed. Keep it simple so you could keep it consistent, right? The first standard, your access requires alignment, okay? Before you say yes, ask yourself, does this align with who I am? Does this support what I'm building? Does this require me to put on a performance? And if it costs your values, it costs too much. It's too expensive. Let that be your filter, okay? Second standard, have clarity before commitment. No more yeses out of pressure. No more rushing because somebody else is pushing or they have that urgency. Your new lines could be, let me check and get back to you tomorrow. Or, I'm not available for that, but I could do this instead. And again, let me say it plainly. You don't need to respond in 5 paragraphs. You don't need to explain your worth or your clarity before committing to doing something. The third standard, prepare or don't request it at all, right? If someone wants your time, they need to be clear. Ask them for the goal, the outcome, the decision that they're hoping for or that they need. And if they can't tell you that, you could say, send me what you need and what the goal is. Then I'll confirm. That one sentence will save you hours of frustration or a meeting about a meeting to set a meeting. You get what I'm saying? And the fourth standard I want you to hone in on this month is rest is a part of the plan, right? Rest is leadership, period. Rest protects your discernment, period. Rest keeps you from snapping at people who did not deserve it. Pick one non-negotiable rest practice for the month of February. One evening a week with no plans, or scheduling a real lunch break, or one day off social media. Give yourself a hard stop time at night. Whatever it is, you put it on the calendar like it matters because it does. Okay? Now, we've talked about a lot, but before we go any further, I want to speak an affirmation over you for this month, because we don't just talk, right, on these conversations. It's an opportunity for us to reset. And I want you to repeat this with me, even if you have to whisper it to yourself, okay? I lead with confidence that feels real. I honor my boundaries without guilt. I set standards that protect my peace. I do not over-explain my worth. And my personal favorite, I belong in every room tied to my work. And let me add this. If you are a woman in leadership, whether that is in careers or business, and if you have been shrinking, if you have been second guessing, if you have been performing to be palatable, February is your month to come back home to yourself. You belong in every room, and you do not have to perform to prove it, okay? And before we go, I want you to do 3 quick things. First, this is an opportunity, if you have not done so already, take my Coffee Leadership Persona Quiz so you can name how you lead and what you need to stay aligned to your true self, right? Second, I want you to connect with me on LinkedIn and tell me your February power shift. What's one boundary you're setting and one standard that you are raising the bar on, okay? Thirdly, join the Confidence Circle newsletter. That's where I share prompts, tools, resources, and the behind the scenes to the power shift, to our frameworks, to just empowering the you within. And if you already know you're ready for deeper support, whether that's coaching sessions, a direct connection with me, reach out. Visit my website at shecaniinspire.com or send me an email at hello@shecaniinspire.com. All right, my sister friends, we're back. So stay tuned for monthly episodes of Coffee and Confidence Conversations. And remember, we're not performing this year. We're living authentically without performance. You belong in every room, and I'll see you next month in this room. Thanks for tuning into Coffee and Confidence Conversations. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode filled with empowerment and inspiration. If you want to dive deeper, visit shecaniinspire.com for more tools, resources, and ways to connect. Until next time, keep growing, keep leading, and keep sipping on confidence.